Hi, I'm back, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lady YaYa. I am here to talk about dieting, and in particular the ketogenic diet. It really wasn't until I started the ketogenic diet a little over a year ago that my health has absolutely gone up. I mean, I have to say, I have energy. My brain has gotten sharper. I have no aches and pains anymore in my joints, and in my muscles. Oh my gosh, there's so many benefits. My digestive system has totally healed. I have not had as many problems with asthma. I noticed that if I do have asthma problems, it's usually chemical. If I'm around chemical stuff, like really overpowering chemicals. But it used to be I had food sensitivities so badly that the foods were affecting, everything was affecting my health, and I had chronic fatigue. I had major depression. I have not been struggling with any of that any longer. So, plus I've lost 25 pounds. It's taken a year to get there, but I have to say the first part of the year, the first maybe 8 months, I lost 10 pounds. And then I discovered some things that helped me along the way. When I got to a point where I plateaued, 8 months into this. And then I started like gaining 2 pounds and losing 2 pounds and gaining 2 pounds and losing 2 pounds. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? I still have 15 more pounds that I want to lose. And and I'm not going to settle. I am going to find a way to get this weight off of me. And I was 59 years old, getting ready to go turn 60. And I have to say the last 3 months, maybe 4 months, I discovered an amazing way to get the rest of the weight off, to get you out of a plateau, to help you move forward with your weight loss journey. Because let's face it, did you start doing your ketogenic diet, or do you start diets because you want to feel better? No, you do it because you want to lose weight. And I don't care what anybody says. Maybe you start out to lose weight and you start realizing, oh my God, I'm on this eating program and my health has changed and I'm feeling great. Well, that's just a plus and a benefit. And psychologically, losing weight helps too. Okay? And you get the fat off of you, and you get the inflammation down in your system, which is what the ketogenic diet does. It takes inflammation down and your system starts saying thank you, and I can go to work and start healing my body. My body can heal now. So that being said, there was just this one key thing that I was missing that I didn't know I needed, and I wasn't getting it from eating more vegetables or whatever. I noticed the more vegetables I ate, I kind of had some problems. So I backed down on the vegetables and I went with minerals. Minerals are going to be your best friend on the ketogenic diet. Salts and minerals. And I'm not saying going out and buying somebody else's concoction. You make your own, and you do your own research, and you try things and see how you feel. But I'm going to give you some key ingredients that your body needs to support you when you're eating like this. And let's face it, I'm thinking that even as a vegan, these were nutrients I was missing. Although the key component for me was protein. I really needed protein. I was anemic, and I wasn't getting what I needed from that diet. But with the ketogenic diet, the protein really was a key for me, because that was when I started gaining muscle. But I was still tired. And I was still struggling with that, trying to find my way to have energy with this eating program. And so some people say, oh, it's because you're drinking coffee. I'm like, well, maybe I was draining my adrenals. But once I found my mineral process making this tonic, things started getting better, and I can still drink coffee and it doesn't drain me. I don't know. Do your own research. Everybody's different. Your body's going to respond differently. But it did not, coffee isn't my problem. And I used to not tolerate dairy. Now I can have dairy. I digest it just fine. It doesn't blow up my stomach up, and it doesn't make me sick anymore. I don't know. When I was vegetarian, I had problems. But on the keto diet, and because also I source my dairy with grass-fed cows, and I don't eat a lot of dairy. I just have a little bit here and there. So people are going to criticize that. That's fine. But let me tell you, the proof is in the pudding, guys. So this is what I put in my body on a daily basis to support my heart, my kidneys, and my liver, and my digestive system. And I have a ton of energy. And okay, what time is it right now? It's probably around 3 o'clock, and I have not eaten yet. And I have a ton of energy. And I feel really good in my head. So I don't feel depressed. And by the way, this is tea. And I broke my fast with a little bit of whipping cream in it. Heavy cream, not whipping cream with sugar. Just heavy cream. Heavy cream only. All right, so this is what I drank today before I broke my fast. I take a big quart-sized container, and I don't have it here, but a quart-sized container, and I add this to, once I make my mix, I add water to it. So this is apple cider vinegar with the mother. This is Bragg's. This is the brand I get. I like it. I put 4 tablespoons. I can't always get organic lemons unless I pick them from my mother's tree, but right now it's not producing. So I get Santa Cruz lemon juice. You can get it at Smart & Final for $3.99. I used to get it at Whole Foods, and now I get it at Smart & Final. Wouldn't it make a great ad? You know, I don't get paid to tell people about this, by the way. This is just my thing. This is what it helps me feel good. My favorite source of magnesium is Calms. It's a little pricey. I get it in the bulk size. You can go price around who sells it the cheapest. Calms. Magnesium. I do a heaping teaspoon of this a day. Well, I didn't at first. Start out with 1/4 of a teaspoon and bring it up. Oh, by the way, I do 4 tablespoons of this. Potassium. You can get this at McDonald's. Walmart. Well, they're both kind of the same kind of company. Walmart. You can get this at Walmart for $3.99. If you don't want to go to Walmart, you can get it at most stores. It's just potassium. It's called no salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt, or the gray salt, as long as it's mineralized. I do a 1/4 of a teaspoon. Oh yeah, 1/4 of a teaspoon of this. A teaspoon. You can do a heaping teaspoon. This is MSM crystals. This stuff is your best friend. Do some research on MSM crystals, guys. This is cinnamon. A 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Really good for your hormones. And you can take more cinnamon if you want. This is ginger, organic. I always get my organic herbs and spices. Ginger, really good for the digestive. A 1/4 of a teaspoon. Okay, this is not in a cayenne bottle, but this is cayenne pepper. A 1/4 of a teaspoon. Sometimes I do more. Really good for your digestion. It will heal your gut because it gets the blood coming into your stomach and your intestinal tract. Really good for you. Turmeric. Everyone knows the benefits of turmeric. If you don't, do your research. Look it up. quarter of a teaspoon of all of these spices. You can play around with them. Fill your container up with water. Mix really well. Sometimes I'll add baking soda in there too. It just depends. If you do, make sure it has no aluminum in it. And to make it go down, because you can't put sugar in it, this stuff is amazing. It's called Better Stevia, and it's French vanilla. And I get this at Lazy Acres, and I think you can get it at Whole Foods. You can probably get it online. But the stuff is really good. And I make sure I put enough in it to hide the taste, because all these salts are kind of bitter. They're kind of bitter tasting. So, and it doesn't taste good unless you add that. And mix it all up. You can pour it over ice. You can... if you do add hot water to it, don't make it boiling, just make it warm. You can make it a warm drink for winter or a cold drink for summer. That's what I drink. I don't do it, sometimes I don't do it every day because I don't always have time. If I do have time in the morning and I know I'm going to be out of the house all day long, sometimes I'll make a thing of it and take it with me, or I'll just make a shot. Make like, I'll do half the concoction, mix it up and drink it down. Drink a lot of water on top of it and get out and go on my way. And then I just drink tea, hot tea through the day or whatever. If I drink that, it takes away my appetite. It gives me energy. And when I drink that, and I feel pretty dang good. And I have to say, I don't even think about food until it's time to eat at night. And sometimes, if I have it in my mind and I just want to do a fast so that I can to help heal my body, it's really good every so often to give your digestion a break. So, that being said, I wouldn't suggest you do fasting yet. I would suggest that you start off eliminating, if you have had a really poor diet and you've abused your body with lots of diet, and you have metabolic imbalances and hormone imbalances, and you're all off because you've been eating a lot of sugar and eating basically the standard American diet, which has got a lot of all that genetically modified foods and sugar and garbage mixed in with probably healthy foods too, but that still doesn't serve you well. I suggest you eliminate all the white stuff first. Take out all the sugar, take out all the flour, take out all the... I would stop the grains, and I would eat... I would suggest, I'm not a doctor, but I would just say, please be smart about this. If you eat carbs at all, just eat more vegetables. And also, I like to eat, even now, every so often, I eat sweet potatoes or yams. And those are amazingly really good for comfort. Like if you're a foodie person and you're like, oh my God, I can't even stand it, I have to have something. Well, a sweet potato with a teaspoon or two of butter on it, with a little salt and pepper and cinnamon, goes a long way in helping you feel better in your head. And also, it's got some health benefits to it, and it's got good source of fiber. So that would be good to eat for a while until you can eventually lower your carbs. My carb intake is 20 and under. And I eat till I'm satisfied. I eat fatty pieces of meat. I eat the skin on the chicken. I eat the fat off the steak. And you guys, since I've been doing my one meal a day, and I eat till I'm satisfied when I eat my one meal, I eat some vegetables, and I pretty much, pick and choose. Sometimes I eat salad, sometimes I eat steamed vegetables. I don't eat a whole lot of vegetables, but I do eat them. And as long as I'm drinking that drink, I feel great. So play around with it a little bit. And I would suggest, I even eat a baked potato, not a potato, but a baked yam now and then. Or I have like French fries with the sweet potato fries once in a while. I don't eat a lot of them because I don't really can't eat all that much as I used to. So it's really interesting how this eating like this has really changed my attitude towards food, because I feel really satiated when I eat, and so I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. When I was vegan, I was hungry all the time. This eating like this, I don't have much of an appetite, and I still have energy. So, and I lost 25 pounds. So, and I'm 60. I turned 60 last week, and I lost 25 pounds in the last, I have to say, in the last year. The last 4 months is when I dropped the most weight. My body just said, oh, okay, it's time. When I got all those minerals, it's like my system stopped struggling, and my body started normalizing, and it did something for my hormones. And everybody's different, so you've got to try this, and you got to figure this out on your own. But thank you for listening today. Come back. We'll talk some more. I'll talk to you in more detail about some of this stuff, because I did throw a lot at you. But I'd like to hear some of your comments, what you think. If you try it, tell me if you've had any experiences, positive or negative. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.